Airton, reflecting on last week, how much validation did that give you that what you're doing is working?
Look, it's important to start well, and we did that. As we said so many times, pre-season such a long time, and we did a lot of work over that time. So it was very encouraging to see the performance, some of the things that we've been working on, coming through in the game. So yeah, now we're really happy, and we hope we can build from that.
Craig was obviously playing more central. Is that something you've been working on, and is that a permanent move, or is it depending on opposition?
No, we said this before, that we want to have a team that's quite capable of adapting to the teams we're playing against and the situation. So it's not a permanent thing. We have different ways of doing things, so we take it every match as it comes and make the adjustments that we need to make.
A big week, obviously Macarthur tomorrow night. It's a Monday, not expected to be many people there, and then Saturday in Auckland. One of the best atmospheres in the A-League. Is it important not to look too far ahead?
Yeah, no, at the moment we're just concentrating on Macarthur. We're not even looking to the next game, because this is the most important one. So we want to make sure that we're ready to go. Macarthur is a difficult team to play, very difficult to break down. So we work on a few things this week that hopefully will pay dividend in the game, and we're just hoping that we can start well on Monday and then focus on the next game after that.
With a 10-day break, obviously playing the first game of the season and then obviously playing the last game of this round, has there been any discussion about how to attack a 10-day break and kind of make sure that we're complacency going into Monday?
As I said, at the moment we want to concentrate on the next match, which is Monday, and then obviously the game in Auckland. So. And then we will reassess the group, because it's in football, depending how players are feeling. And after those two matches now, we came from a long pre-season. Now we played the first game. We got two games now in a short window of time. So we'll assess that later, depending on how the players are pulling out after those matches.
Having that kind of experience at the back of the month, at the back of the, how important is to have that composure from going back to a younger midfield, and obviously having Craig up front, having that experience to get that on, opportunity to be composed, run a goal, and having that experience there. How important is to have that mixture of youth blueprints and also having that composure on the field as well?
Struggle to hear you a little bit, but try to make something out of it. I mean, you're talking about composure and experience. Yeah, we train those things every day, those situations. We're trying to make sure the players, when the opportunities come, they're ready for it. And as I said, we got a good mixture of young and experienced players in the squad. So we're just looking forward to the next game and hoping we can do well.
Is there anything in particular from Luke Duzel that you've been liking? Because we didn't see him for almost a year. Obviously now Issa is retired, Jay's been injured. Is he just had to wait for his turn? What have you liked from him?
I like a lot of things about him, like many of the other young boys that we have in the program, and he's one of those players that I know quite well. I said this before, he spent maybe 2 or 3 seasons almost playing with me in the NPL, and every time he came down to play with us, he was a joy to watch. He's a type of player that excites me, because his first touch is incredible. He can find passes without even looking. So I'm really excited for him. And what I do like about him, and not just him, the whole squad, is the way we've been training. So he's one that's been pushing himself. And the message to him and everybody else is that we got quality. If you apply yourself to training and putting the work in, the rest will take care of itself. So it's the same for Duzel.
Speaking of hard work, Anselmo, how far away is he? Where's his progress at?
Yeah, Anselmo is probably, we're looking at him now after the break after those 2 matches. I think he'll be coming to joining the squad at training. As I said, we had to be a little bit more careful with him because of the length of time that he was out of playing. So he's coming along well. We want to make sure that we do the right thing, because we see him as an important player to what we want to do, and we want to make sure that he's right when he's ready to play.
And Juan, is he in good enough condition to maybe start one of these 2 matches?
Yeah, Juan is getting better every day. He's training fully with the squad. It's just a matter of, again, ticking a few numbers for him as well. He's getting better every week, so he will be probably a player that we can use for a longer period of time in this match if we need to, and potentially, yeah, he's a player that we can be looking if we need him to start matches, maybe the second game against Auckland if we need him.
And lastly, the longer trip, a chance to gel with the group, build harmony and team chemistry?
Yeah, we've done a couple of those trips in pre-season. We went to Melbourne for a week, and then Mildura was also another week in which it went really well. I think we got a good chemistry amongst ourselves. The mixture of young and more experienced boys is really gelling well. So I say I don't like to speak a lot about this, but what we see at training is exciting. But we always have to take that into account and make sure that we take that into the matches as well, because he has to be turned into winning games and performing in games. So, but things are going well. We just hope that we can continue doing that. Look, the first thing we look is to get results in matches. You know, football is about winning games, and you know when you win games, the confidence comes with that. So, the players will gain experience from playing and getting minutes. That's part of it, but we're not sort of focused too much on that. I think the younger boys are ready now. They've been playing. Some of them have been playing for quite a long time. We're just taking this as business as usual. We want to go and get a result on Monday night, and hopefully from that build, and then the game in Auckland, we know it's going to be difficult, but for us now the main focus on Monday, and then we change the focus for the next match after that.